Time is going by really, really fast. And not too many people seem to be talking about this. I experience the same thing nearly every week. It's Friday, another work week over with, and I'm excited about the prospect of another weekend. But before I can even turn around, it's Monday morning all over again, and the reality of working another work week hits me in the face. And I'm left wondering what exactly happened to the weekend. You see, time used to never be this way for me. When I was a young child, when I think back to my childhood, days were about 3 times longer as they are now, or at least they seem to be. And I've been trying to work out in my mind what exactly is going on with time and why is my relationship to it different. The way I am experiencing time now is different than it was even 10 years ago. And stay with me here. I'm going to explain to you what I think is going on here. When I was younger, I could have multiple jobs, go to the gym, and seemingly always have time for friends. And now that I'm older, I'm now 40 years old, um, just holding one full time job, I feel like there's not enough time in each day to get everything done that I need to get done. And yes, I am aware of all the conventional explanations. Scientifically, it has been proven that as you get older, time does go by faster. But you see, I think there's something more sinister at play here. And this is going to be the part of the video where I get into how I think two very basic emotions change and impact our relationship with time. Now, the first of the two emotions I want to talk about is fear. Now, fear slows time down. Now, the story I'm about to tell you happened about 20 years ago, but I remember it very vividly like it happened yesterday. It was a cold, rainy afternoon, very slick and wet roads. I was driving and I was on my way home when a car coming the opposite direction took a left into my lane to cross the road. Now, from the point I noticed the car took a left into my lane to the point of contact felt like an eternity. It felt like it was 5 minutes long. And I knew right then and there, even though I was in the right and they were in the wrong, there was nothing I could do to avoid this accident. But that period of time seemed like it took so long for the accident to happen. You see, evolutionarily speaking, our minds are geared to react to fear this way, where we slow down time in order to protect ourselves. The second emotion that I want to talk about here is anxiety. Chronic anxiety has the exact opposite effect than fear does on how we experience time. Chronic anxiety speeds time up. And then it all clicked. Think about the very world that we live in right now. Doesn't everything seem crazy and upside down? We have information coming to us from all different directions that we don't even know what's true anymore. And then you got the 24/7 news cycles that provoke our anxiety. You got events that happen every day all over the world. And we end up worrying about things that we cannot control. All the crimes, the gun violence, the wars, all that stuff most likely will never stop. And then you got the social media platforms, and we spend far too much time scrolling and comparing our lives to other people that it leaves us feeling anxious, sad, and depressed. It's an unproductive way to spend our time, and it's very unhealthy. And so all this neurological stress that we are experiencing from the modern lives that we live, it's literally stealing our time. It's speeding time up. And that's why the days, the weeks, the months, the years, they all seem to be flying by and going by like this. And you know how that old saying goes? Those that forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future live very fast, anxious lives. And so, with all this information that I have acquired through reading and some research, I have decided to take some steps to change my life in order to reduce my anxiety, because I want to slow the time down, because we have become a society that are too anxious to live slow. So, what I've done to remedy some of my anxiety is reduce the amount of news that I consume. A lot of it is just garbage. And like I was saying earlier, we don't even know what's true anymore. And so I came to the realization that watching the news every single day isn't really just staying up to date. It's mostly just anxiety. And I have realized that I cannot solve the world's problems. Now, if there's something that I can fix, I will fix it. But all this extra noise and all this information that I don't need, I am going to reduce the amount that I consume, because just like your physical diet, your mental diet is just as important. And the other thing I learned was all this anxiety that I've had doesn't change the world's problems. And so I find that you have to actively choose peace. And for me, that is reducing the amount of social media and news that I consume. And it's more about getting outdoors, getting that natural sunlight, seeing all the greenery, hearing the birds chirp, seeing all the wildlife. Like, for me, that's my kind of meditation, because conventional meditation where you're sitting on a mat with your legs crossed, that type of meditation doesn't work for me. Being outside in nature, that's my kind of meditation. If you've enjoyed this video and found value in it, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting on my video, because it really helps out with the algorithm. Until my next video, I hope you all have a wonderful day.